him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a big shot.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Max Williams, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bullet good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for Darius Geis, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Let's get off the field.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Coming to you.
Running the sweep with McLaurin. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there of 22.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Now Haskins on first down. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now it's Haskins. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Haskins now off the bootleg. Blitz coming, and down he goes. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, kill!
Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So the Cowboys will punt it on 4th down, as on is the veteran Chris Jones to kick it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. The Patriots have jumped out to an early lead over Miami. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They start on the ground with Geis. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. A huge play there for Washington. 44 yards. Well, they know they've got a good starter. Now the guy coming in to spell him shows he can run it pretty good as well.
And I think he appreciates the starter, wearing people down, tiring them out a little bit. He took full advantage, didn't he? Came in with fresh legs and carried the ball.
57 mark. Yeah, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins have taken the lead. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here go 47.
56 to Mike.
26.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll run with Elliott. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. It's complete to Williams. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Here go 48.
50. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there,
26.
Prescott now from the 50. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, it's Geis. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
That's good. That's good. Big hit.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Showing that. Showing that. Whip, 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 whip. Way to go.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Haskins. It's brought in by Jeffrey. 10 yards there. Good for a Redskin first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Washington.
Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. From midfield now, Haskins. It's caught. Smith. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
54 miles. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. You gonna take
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Mike Foco. Hey, watch out. Watch his flag. Watch his flag. 44 to Mike. 44.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room.
Something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go. You tighten up.
Running the sweep with McLaurin, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Second and 12 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, hold on. Check. Watch 54. That's right, baby. They don't want it. No.
Geis with the carry on second down. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Here we go. Ancient data. You know.
From the gun on 3rd down, Haskins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. On the return is Pettis. Well, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as...
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 3rd down, Anthony. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Check it back.
This is Geis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Crunch time, defense. Kill. Save.
From the gun on 3rd down, Haskins. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Now McManus for the extra point. And this is now a 1-point game.
Makes the score Cowboys 21, Redskins 20.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. But he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And coming off a 1-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Elliott running right. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary.
Push him back. Switch.
Go to 54, line in.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Under.
55.
We're going to 54, line in.
You better bring it.
26.
Watch it,
26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That's taken on the 25. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? The best play callers in any league know how to break their tendencies. They study themselves, they self-scout, and they realize most of the time you don't call a draw play on 1st and 10. So every so often you insert that play just to make the defense think, even if it's not successful.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins airing it out deep for Smith. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
Jimmy Ward there defensively.
The Redskins on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. They go play action now. Haskins. And Jeffrey's got it. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
Well, he's going to let this go for the end zone, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Redskins on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6.
Watch the safety creep.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. The open man is Smith. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
He's coming. Double up.
Here's Elliott. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Let's put that team on the clock.
Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. Flush to his right, and it's incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 76 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a one-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the lap.
And got his man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And now they have taken a fourth quarter lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Screen 2-6.
From the gun on 3rd down, Haskins. Looking here for Smith downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Haskins to throw it. this is caught by Watkins. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. It'll be Love to try and get the first. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love in the final minute, as they are now an extra point away from perhaps stealing one here in the final minute. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Here's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Prescott to throw on 4th. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st down, this is Geis. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Cowboys' 23-yard line.
So a victory here for the Washington Redskins, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Washington, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season.